April baseball is behind us, and we're going to be talking about the best performers at every single position today in this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. At catcher, it is none other than Cal Raleigh, who cleared the rest of the field with a 1.5 F4, 943 OPS, 9 homers, 16 RBIs. Also, still playing decent defense behind the dish. Does strike out a good bit, but he has a good walk rate as well. Just has a really high floor as a catcher, and he just does incredible things at the dish. At first base, we have the highest WAR collector in the National League. It is Pete Alonso, who's just been unreal to start this season. An 1167 OPS across the course of April, 6 homers, 24 RBIs, just looking unreal. The Polar Bear is starting off hot. At second base, there's not a clear favorite up to this point in the year. Brendan Donovan's probably your guy, sitting there with a 1.0 F WAR, 877 OPS, but only 2 homers, 14 RBIs. Not a clear favorite. You can also give people like Bryson Stott a shout, Tommy Edman, Bryce Terang, but Brendan Donovan was probably your guy. At third base, it is a fresh face of the Boston Red Sox. It is Alex Bregman absolutely carrying that offense so far this year. 1.7 F4, 1089 OPS, 7 homers, 24 RBIs across the month. Also is playing decent defense still there at third base. Just an excellent all-around player, and he's doing great things in Boston early on in his contract. Heading back to the Mets for the shortstop's position, we have Francisco Lindor, who led the shortstop position with a 1.6 F4, 953 OPS, 6 home runs, and 15 RBIs. There were a couple other contenders at this position. Bobby Witt Jr. put together a great month. Geraldo Perdomo also put together a pretty good month, all things considered. But Lindor was the clear offensive victor, so I went ahead and gave him the award. Starting off in the outfield, I gave it to Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs. He was absolutely fantastic, had a breakout month with the bat. We know that speed, we know that defense plays, but the bat really came along. 6 homers, 19 RBIs, and a 953 OPS across the entire month. Good for 1.8 F4. Hopefully he can continue this because he is looking like a superstar. Someone who's already proven his superstar status and continuing to do so, it is Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Also posted a 1.8 F4, a 990 OPS, 9 home runs across the month, and 22 RBIs. He just looked fantastic. We all know the speed plays. He can play a good outfield. The bat is coming along nicely, hitting home runs. He's just looking like the superstar that he is. And the final outfield spot goes to Mr. Aaron Judge, of course. 2.4 F4 across the month, 1159 OPS, 6 homers, 21 RBIs. He's starting to play better defense out there in the outfield. There's not much that you can say that'll, leave this guy justified for the season that he is having. He is just unreal. We're going to go ahead and give him his flowers here. At DH, there's a few strong contenders, but I gave it to Seiya Suzuki, a 1.0 F4 across the month, 1045 OPS, 6 homers, 22 RBIs. Really turned it on as of late. I think he just did a little bit more than the other guys like Pavin Smith, Ben Rice, Shohei Ohtani. Just did a little bit more, but it's very close at the DH spot. Then for the starting pitching, I would be remiss to not talk about Max Fried, who put together a fantastic month for the New York Yankees. 33 innings pitched, 0.82 ERA, 7.9 strikeouts per nine, and only 1.9 walks per nine. Everything as advertised for the New York Yankees in this spot. But he wasn't the ERA king of the month. That was Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who only pitched 24 innings, weirdly enough, but did have a 0.3 ERA across the month, 10.88 strikeouts per nine, 3 walks per 9 innings. Looked fantastic every step of the way. Great things for the Dodgers, who really needed somebody to step up for this rotation with how many injuries they've had. Probably the most surprising player to make the list of the best players of April was Tyler Mahle. I don't think anybody came into the season expecting him to be an absolute star, but so far he has been. 30 innings pitched, 0.9 ERA, striking out only 6.9 batters per innings, and 2.7. Will it continue over the course of the full season? Probably not, but that's what this series is all about, is celebrating the people who are succeeding in the moment. The fourth starting pitcher of the list is Hunter Brown, who put together arguably the best month of his career. 31 innings pitched, 0.87 ERA, 9.58 strikeouts per nine, 1.16 walks per nine. Just looked untouchable there in Houston. Put up the most F4 of any pitcher in the major leagues. Just looked great. Every bit of an ace for this Astros rotation. And then the fifth pitcher of the list was none other than Tariq Skubal, who, all things considered, compared to other players, maybe shouldn't be in the spot, but Based off his peripherals, he probably should have been even better than he was, and he was already elite with a 1.52 ERA, 11.53 strikeouts per nine, 1.21 walks per nine, had the second best FIP in all of baseball and the third best xFIP. Just an excellent player, all things considered, and put together a great month. For the bullpen, it would be remorse not to talk about Robert Suarez and the month he just put up. 12 games, 12 innings pitched, 10 saves over that course of time, 0.75 ERA. His only striking out 9.75 batters per inning, but only walking 1.5 as well. He's just looked fantastic at the back of that Padres pen, which as a whole has just looked incredible. And the same could be said for Luke Weaver, who has started the year on fire and has taken over the closing duties from Devin Williams, who didn't start the year so great. Still yet to allow a run across his 13 innings pitched in 11 games with 2 saves, 8.31 strikeouts per 9 innings with 2.77 walks, has a .1 BABIP. So you expect these numbers to blossom a little bit, but he's just looked fantastic so far this year. Definitely a great choice for the bullpen. And then a very underrated name to start the year is Andres Munoz of the Seattle Mariners. 12.1 innings pitched, still yet to allow a run, striking out over 11 batters per innings, walking 3.4, but it doesn't matter whenever you're doing things the way he is. Already picked up 9 saves on the year as well as a win, and he's just looking fantastic across the board. And that's going to do it for the team of the month. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful day.